Hey you, it's CovertGo2, and this channel's not dead. And yeah, that's true. Today we are talking about Timeless, a new Magic the Gathering arena format. And I know I'm a few days behind. I'm going to be a few days behind. I just got back from Iceland, and while I was gone, Wizards made a new format that is available on December 12th, coming out with the release of Khans of Tarkir on Arena, which is a pretty sweet set that maybe I'll also have time to make videos about. I hope I do. But let's get into it. What the heck is a Timeless if you missed the announcement? So, yeah, this is a format where every card on Arena is legal. That's the dream. That's it. That's the whole thing. Every card that they made for Arena is legal. Yes, that includes your alchemy cards. I'll get that out of the way so that the alchemy haters can leave their angry little comment, and they can, bounce. I will give some words as to why alchemy is included and should they have done that. I'm going to say that later in the video if you guys want to stick around. So let me get that out of the way. Alchemy cards are included in Timeless, but there's also a lot of cards that, quite frankly, even though I have them all, I've been forgetting about that are legal in Timeless. It's all the stuff that's been banned in Historic. Also, what I think is very interesting about Timeless, all the cards that were rebalanced are legal in their original form in Timeless, but the rebalanced ones are too. Wait, what? So you can play, I actually want to see how this all works out. You can play can you play 2 Teferi Time Ravelers for 3 mana and 2 for 4 mana? Why would you do that? Don't ask, no questions. But I mean, is that something you can do? I think it actually is, because in your collection, this is rarely relevant, but in your collection, there are the 2 cards, right? There's the paper version and there's the rebalanced version. So yay! Rebalancing once again, not providing any drama whatsoever to these things. But you may have not even realized how many cards were banned in Historic. What's interesting about Timeless is all these cards that have been put on Arena that you just literally can't use. They get introduced through the Mystical Archive. They get introduced through Enchanted Tales. All these cards that you open in your boosters and bada, not legal in hardly anything. Historic Brawl has a weird ban list. Ban lists are just strange. Historic Brawl still has Ugin the Spirit Dragon on the ban list. And I love when people try to argue with me about that. We can play Dark Ritual, but no Ugin. No. But let's go over the ban list in Historic, as these are cards that will be legal in this format. Now, maybe I didn't hit all the nitty gritty of the format. In case you can't tell, we're not talking about a commander type format. We're not talking about a singleton format. We are talking about a 1v1 constructed format where you can have up to 4 cards, but nothing is banned. Some things are restricted. If those of you who have never dealt with restricted, it's still used in Vintage, I believe, and it was even in Standard way back in the day. They had a restricted list. Restricted, you get 1. Just 1 copy. And the starting restricted list is going to involve Channel, Demonic Tutor, Tybalt's Trickery, which I think all of those are perfectly fine and acceptable choices, because Tybalt's Trickery, we know what just degenerate nonsense players will do with that card when they're allowed to run 4. And Demonic Tutor and Channel proved in the no bans Historic events that they were just a little bit too good. You saw some of my videos around that. So I think that's a good place to start. I am confident more things will get restricted, because starting with some of these cards legal is insane. We'll go down the list of some of the cards that are banned in Historic that will be legal in this format to get excited about. But that's it. Non-rotating, constructed format, 60 card decks or more. Any card you can collect on Arena legal in some sense, and rebalanced digital and tabletop printings both legal. That's a lot going on. So what is this going to be like? How fast is this format going to be? Is it going to be all combos, infinite combos on turn 1 and 2? Let's turn first to the Historic ban list, okay? In Historic, what is banned and why? Because it might give us some hints as to what we can expect as we get into Timeless. Agent of Treachery is still banned. So I guess if we find ways to cheat out Agent of Treachery, that's something. Blood Moon is banned. Blood Moon will be legal in this format. Blood Moon can really host multicolored decks. That's funny. This will be a brainstorm format, which I think, honestly, we needed a brainstorm 60 card format for Arena. I think it's too high of a power level for Historic. I agree with it being banned there, but man, is it going to be fun to have just a busted AF format for Brainstorm Channel. Banned in Historic, restricted to 1 copy. Is that... So you get a Demonic Tutor, you get a Channel. We'll see what else you get. Is there still a way to build like a Channel deck? I think that restricting it kind of kills it for the format, but we'll see. Counterspell is legal. Let's go. Dark Ritual. That one... Ooh, that one is scary. Dark Ritual legal means that just the ability to make crazy mana very early in the game, it's going to be a bit wacky. And by the way, Necropotence is going to be legal, so there's a 1-2 punch for you. Demonic Tutor will be restricted. Field of the Dead will be legal. That's fun. Intruder Alarm, there's got to be a combo deck there. Land Tax, still don't know why that's banned, but I guess we'll get a chance to find out. I don't think it will actually make waves in this format. Lightning Bolt, let's go. Lightning Bolt and Ragavan right off the jump. The red mages are rejoicing. Good for them. So, love that for you. I've got Memory Lapse, so I look forward to making them tilt. Natural Order, which is an absolutely gross green tutor that hasn't been legal for a freaking second of constructed play, I think. I don't think it's legal in Historic Brawl at all. Yeah, it's not. So Natural Order is going to be an interesting one, with Craterhoof also being in the format. Necropotence, as mentioned. Nexus of Fate is back on the menu. Oko is back on the menu. Once Upon a Time as a 4-of is back on the menu. If you remember Eldraine. Sneak Attack, don't think that's been legal for like any amount of time. That's What's the best thing to sneak attack in this format? Leave me a comment. Agent of Treachery will be legal, so that's pretty good. Spreading Seas, more land hate, another one that's kind of odd band. It'll be a Swords to Plowshares format, as it should be, as Lightning Bolt format. Thassa's Oracle will be legal, and so will Tainted Pact, which isn't on this ban list, but only because Thassa's Oracle is banned. So that is a 4-mana win the game combo. And Tybalt's Trickery, as mentioned, is restricted. Time Warp is back on the menu. Uro is there. Veil of Summer and Wilderness Reclamation. So those are pretty sick. On top of that, like I said, you can actually play cards from the Rebalanced list in their original format. So 2 that stand out to me are Omnath. You can play Omnath, 4 mana, 4/4, draw a card, do landfall stuff, Omnath. Not sure how good that is with Blood Moon. We'll see. The other one that I may or may not find in a reasonable amount of time, there it is, Teferi, Time Raveler. So 3 mana Teferi back on the menu in this format. See how that's going to line up and what that's going to do. What other cards are you excited to play with that you haven't been able to play with in Magic Arena in a while in Timeless? The big question I've already received a lot on social media and Discord is, will I play Timeless? Yes. I'm not sure how much of it will be on my main channel, but I'm definitely playing it for maybe some of the official Wizards channels, because I think they're doing kind of a smart thing and getting content creators to play their format and see if they like it. So I haven't been told to like it for you conspiracy theories, but I am going to play it. We're going to give it a shot. I could use another format. Standard is non-rotating now, as we all know. That's just me taking jabs. They rotate. Not now. And yeah, we'll get back into the Covert Go news kind of vibe that we're on over here, telling you about new events. Also probably reading cards. Covert Go read lots of cards. I've missed a lot of cards that are coming out, and we have cons coming out. So yeah, I'm excited to make a few more of these videos, excited to be back from Iceland, and excited to be doing Magic stuff. And we'll try Timeless. But what do you think of Timeless? Let me know in the comments. I'm actually curious. All right. Thanks for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one. You're cool.